Hi guys, welcome back to Infinite Possibilities, the podcast where we explore the lives of amazing people, their choices, challenges and opportunities. And today I have a very special guest, Sairam. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being on this podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me to the
Yeah.
podcast.
And Sairam, what is your 1 minute introduction? What do you do? Where are we?
We are at Yoga King in Brisbane, in Salisbury. So we are in a yoga prop sellers and we online sellers mostly. And we do have a very big warehouse in Salisbury here, and also a small retail outlet. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love Yoga King products. So what do you sell here? Give your store a quick plug.
Sure, no trouble. We sell anything related to the yoga and meditation. And we got mats, we got bolsters, we got meditation mats, meditation cushions, as well as yoga related like a neti pot and singing bowls and things like that. So we got very wide range, and we are available online as well. It's www.yoga-king.com.
Yeah, amazing.
Thank
Pretty
you.
much everything you need for your spiritual journey
Just
you can
true.
find here.
You need everything. Just make yourself comfortable so you don't feel the pain or anything like that. So you can practice a bit longer time, and you can concentrate on what you are practicing.
Yeah.
That's a crunch of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we're going to go right from the beginning, see
Sure.
who is Sairam. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I came into this country in 1991. So I've been here for now 32 years plus. And when I came very first, the country had a recession. So it was very difficult to get into the jobs and things like that. And also I came as an optometrist. So for me to get my qualification recognized, I have to go through few hooplas to get it done. So it took for me at least 12 months to 18 months to get it done. Until then, I was just doing a menial job. Whatever any new migrant coming into the country, whatever they do, that's what I was trying to do while I was studying as well to get the things done. Once I finished my studies, and I had an opportunity to go to a country town called Dubbo. So that's where my life started. So I had a very nice gentleman. He is an ophthalmologist from Orange, Dr. Henry Liu. So he helped me quite a lot in setting up in Dubbo and things like that. So we were there for 10 years. It was a very nice, interesting journey. And not many people wanted to go to country towns in Australia because the opportunities are very less. For me, that's a place for me to develop, set up my practice and things like that. It helped me a lot. And people are very nice and very friendly. Initially, it was a bit difficult for us to settle down in a remote area. But as time went by, we had a very good community there. So there were quite a lot of professionals there as well from different communities. So that helped us also to get into the mainstream very quickly. And my both boys were born there. So it was a very interesting place. Apart from bringing up kids in a very small community is a very good help for the kids as well, because they do feel like belonging to a small community, and very easy for them to get mixed up with the community, and all sorts of things were there, and it helped us quite easy for us to get along in that area. But the only problem we found in later stage was both boys were born with asthmatics, so there was a bit of health issues there, and we figured out eventually there was a lot of pesticides and things used in the communities in the farm areas can make a lot of difference to the things. So we decided to move into Brisbane. So the boys were around 8 and 6 that time.
Yeah.
So we came into Brisbane, and it's a new place, but still we have to start right from the beginning.
Yeah,
So
starting again is hard.
yes, it was very difficult, but we managed to do that one. And we sold our business in Dubbo as well. And then we came here when we started right from the fresh. And it was a very nice area. Brisbane was not that developed as it is today, 20 years before. It was still looked like in a very big country town. And it was easy for me to move from Holland Park to city, just a matter of 10 minutes. But not today.
So convenient.
Very convenient. So it was a very nice community as well here. and easy to establish. It took for me 2 or 3 years to come back to normal, to establish and get back to normal. So when I realized that one, at the same time, I thought it's time for me to also set up online business. And so because I am a yoga practitioner, I thought there is a need for a yoga related goods in this community, in this country. So I come from a place where I had a contact with almost quite a lot of people related to yoga and props manufacturers and things like that. My brother also was involved in yoga prop manufacturing in India, in Chennai, so which helped me for me to be able to promote his products. So we just started as an online store, and it wasn't a very big, yoga wasn't that big in the early 2000. It was a very small community. It was just growing, and so it wasn't. So we were unable to pay rent and establish in a big level. So we started in a mostly garage-based type of situation. And when the optometry practice came to a situation when I reached around 50, 55, middle of that, I decided that the boys also were almost finished the school. They went to university. They left Brisbane, both the boys. And then I thought, okay, it's time for me to wind down sell my optometry business and start my yoga business. It was picking up very well. So that's when we thought it's time to move into a warehouse and establish ourselves in the professional yoga prop sellers. So from there on, now it's 10 years we've been here, and it's gone. I mean, as yoga developed, my business developed as well. So now it reached a cross point where we are. I mean, the only drawback I had was I'm not a marketing person. So I'm not a very good marketing person. So
why is that?
The reason is I always looked into organic growth. So that's the reason I always
guy.
so I always kept everything within my limits. So that's another drawback for me. So but still, I strongly believe in yoga related things. I don't want to use customers' details to promote myself. So that's one area I felt it is not the right thing to do. So because I come from a professional background, that's not the right way to do. So we decided not to do that. And so we worked with the industry, and we always support the organizations involved in yoga, like Yoga Australia, and there is a International Yoga Teachers Association, and the studios and yoga teachers. That is our base. So yoga itself is based on Guru Sishyan. It means teacher and the student. So the knowledge was passed on. Yoga knowledge was usually passed on in the traditional ways. Teacher passes on the knowledge to the students, and then it goes on down the track. So that's a parambarium. That's the level it has been done in the past. So it wasn't done, but today it's totally different. The marketing is yoga studios is quite a different type of marketing. But I thought I will just follow the same thing, going through the yoga teachers. So most of the times we communicate with yoga teachers, and we work with the yoga teachers. That's how the business is going even today.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yes, it's very interesting, and we have been growing very well, except during the COVID. In fact, in middle of the COVID, we had a very big bumper at one particular stage because everyone wanted to do yoga at home. So we were caught unaware, and we didn't have much stock, but everything what we had sold out.
That's amazing.
Amazing, yes. It was sold out.
Good for your business.
Yes, it was fantastic at that point in time. That was a period of 6 months to 9 months. We had a very big bumper. So, but we were unable to import as quickly as we wanted to because there was not much transportation available. But still, we could able to get 1 or 2 shipments. So everything, whatever came, it all got sold out. But after everything settled down, now things are a bit slow because the economy cycle is different at the moment. But still we are reasonably good. We are going forward because yoga is always going to be there because people feel the benefit of yoga. And I can see that people are appreciating what it does to them. So that's where my strength is. So we are working with them. So we also kept our prices as good as possible. We haven't increased even in spite of inflation and things.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
we kept prices were reasonable as much.
Why not earn more money?
So, I mean, this business is not all about money. This is more about a ethical way of doing business as well.
Yeah.
So that's the most important thing. So there are a lot of businesses out there. I mean, there are quite a lot of products available out in the market. It's not only us, but we thought we will differentiate from other people. So that's the reason we kept it as low key as possible.
Yeah.
And because we are not spending too much money on marketing, our way of doing business is going to be through industry and through teachers.
Yeah.
It may take a bit of time, but it will be a last-longing one. So
Yeah.
that's my belief, and I'm sure we will be able to do that one eventually.
And how hard was it to get the Yoga King off and running? So when you first approached the different associations, were they like receptive? Were they like, who are you? You have a background in optometry.
At that point in time, I was actually, before we even started, I started my yoga practice into a very good rhythm.
Were you teaching?
I wasn't teaching, but I was practicing myself.
Yeah.
So it was for my own good I was doing it. And even though I had an optometry business, but still I was doing my own yoga practice. And I could see that benefits and things like that. And when I went and spoke to the teachers, they also were very receptive.
Yeah,
So it was very simple for me to be able to communicate with them.
Wow.
Because they know exactly the language I'm talking to them, and they could appreciate, and it helped me quite a bit to be able to move in and find out what they are looking for, what type of products they are looking for, and so we could implement more and more teacher-friendly items. So that's where our growth was mostly. And I mean, online business is still needs marketing, so we do a little bit of social media marketing. So, but we don't use our customers' details to remarketing. That's not our way. A lot of times people send newsletters to the customers, their database.
No newsletter from Yoga King.
No newsletter from Yoga King. So all our marketing is based on social media. So either Facebook, Instagram, and things like that. So it's a natural organic growth. That's what we believe in. But even though we don't send messages to customers, but customers send us clients because they are very happy. And I do get a lot of emails saying that for money we can get you so many Google reviews and this and that. But we kept away from all those sort of things. Our reviews are genuine reviews. If customers are very happy, we don't even ask customers that we need a review. We never asked customers we need a review. If the customers are very happy, they themselves went ahead and did the review. So it was very interesting actually. I didn't have to do too much for yoga because yoga was growing so fast all around the world. And we used to get customers even from Europe and China and New Zealand, even in US we had a lot of customers from. So before COVID, we were exporting all around the world. Yes, we were exporting all around the world.
With no marketing.
No
I
marketing.
feel like it's unbelievable.
No, it is very interesting actually because most of the times people do look at the reviews and they can easily figure out the reviews whether it is a genuine review.
Or Sairam told them to write
Right,
something.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, people can feel it.
Feel it, yeah, that's true. So I didn't have to do too much about it. But it's very interesting actually, even from overseas, people could realize that the products are very good. So we had a good reputation for our products. That's our things. And if we look at our products, we do have a variety of products meeting all sorts of budgets. But we do tell the customers what's good about this and what's good about that. It's not the price factor, it is their need. For instance, for us studios, especially a commercial environment, we tell them to keep away from expensive products because expensive, especially organic products, expensive products, what happens in that one is it's okay, perfectly all right to use for a personal use. But when you use it in a commercial environment, it's very difficult to keep it clean. That's the most important thing, because especially the rubber products, it absorbs the sweat and everything. So you can't. It's like a linen. You can't clean them. So you have to wipe them off with a damp cloth and things like that. But in a commercial environment, it's very difficult for them to do that one. So we always tell them that it's better for them to use, even though we don't like PVC, but the PVC we use, it's called 6P free. 6P free means it removes all the toxins at the time of manufacturing. So it is environmentally friendly, reasonably. There is no toxin in that one. So we tell them the advantage with that one is you can clean them, you can wash them with water.
Yeah.
So especially after COVID, studios become more liable for such things, you see, environment cleaning and things like that. So it's easy for them to manage. So, and also it's very cost effective. It's not that expensive, you see. So because the more, I mean, and also it's a life, it's last longing. You can keep it for longer, you know. So that's an advantage with the things. So, I mean, it's a huge, now we are almost close to 8 billion people in this world, in the universe, you see. So everyone can't have a rubber mat. It's not that, I mean, you can, but it becomes more and more expensive. Because so many rubber trees only can grow around the world. So there is a necessity for every type of things, you know. So there is but whenever we use anything like a plastic, we need to be aware of the environment. We need to know how it can be used, managed. That's the most important thing, how it can be managed, you know, in disposing of situation like that. You can't, because that can kill other living beings if it is left in the soil or anything like that. So it needs to be recycled, it needs to be cleaned. So we always tell them. In fact, we had a organization from Sydney who used to collect all the old products and recycle them. So we were very supportive of them as well.
Yeah, that is so good.
Yeah, very good that way.
It's like a win-win for everyone.
Win-win for everyone. So I mean, people know, if you talk to, people who've been to Japan, they know the amount of recycling they do. So many bins they got, and we have to put them in each and every item. You have to be dropping them in a different bin. But eventually, you look at the society, because it's so highly disciplined, so it works for the society. So the same thing for every other society. You know, people, it's about the people. So if you wanted to be part of yoga and meditation, that's most important thing. This is like reflecting on yourself, what you're trying to do. If you can't manage that one, probably you need to start right from the beginning. So that's the situation.
Yeah, that's cool. And a lot of my viewers, a lot of them, they're like aspiring entrepreneurs, want to have their own business. So tell me, like, how easy was it to build up from Yoga King? Because it's a very different industry to optometry. And you have to have a lot of stock, which can be problematic, you know, when you start out, you don't have much space. So
It is true. So when you're growing organically, that's the one area you don't have to worry too much about it, because you always start doing things as it grows. So you learn as it grows. You make mistakes, but you rectify them. You're not making mistakes that is going to kill you, because you are growing very slow, and you are studying your environment around, and making sure that what is right for the industry and things like that. So that's advantage. But it takes long time to grow. It takes long time to grow.
Young people not patient.
Young people not patient. That's exactly what I said. There are companies who have come very recently. They are much bigger than me. You know, but nothing I can do about it. You know, so because I don't want to outlay a huge things and then realize that it's not going to work, and then dump everything. And when I say dump, some of the companies, when they make a product mistake, what happens is they are not dumping in the thing. They are selling it back to you on off price. or whatever the price to recoup the money what they invested. But they know that it is a mistake. The product itself is a mistake. But you are getting it for off price, thinking that you are getting a very good deal. But you are getting something that they made a mistake of. You know, but that's not how the society should be, because we should not be making a trial and error method in a large scale. Then it can make it can be a devastating thing for the society. So it's better for anything for that matter to grow organically. So as we do mistakes in a small scale, we can rectify and grow as we go. So that's being in yoga. It is a very important thing that we need to do what is right for the society as well. That's what I strongly believe in. So for me, growing up to this stage, it's not that bad, because we haven't we probably could have made few color choice mistakes here and there, but we haven't sold anything on off price. We kept that wine, and there will be someone always wanted to buy those colors. So there is always some customer coming there. But we don't buy again the same color, but whatever is there, we sell them out in a period of time.
Yeah.
And then we move on. So that's exactly how the organic growth happens in a business.
So you don't have like Christmas special, New
No,
Year
we
special.
don't.
It's
No,
just the same
no.
price all the
I
time.
mean, when I talk about specials, what we are talking about is actually we are enticing people to be a consumer oriented.
Yeah.
You know, and consumerism is not a good thing in yoga. The reason is you buy only what you need. You know, you don't buy that you don't need. You know, that's the most important thing. You know, because we are trying to be as aware of the environment as well around us. Whatever we do, we have to look around our environment and make sure that we are doing the right thing. So I am not here to entice people to buy things. If they don't need it, they don't have to.
Yeah.
If they need it, they know exactly where they want to get it and what quality they want it and how much they want to pay. Because consumers are very, very savvy today.
Yeah.
So
too
there,
savvy.
there is no need for me to go out there and do anything. You know, people come here, and I've had people come here from Sydney 2 weeks before. They came here to visit someone, and they popped in, and they rang me, and they said that, look, we are from Sydney. We wanted to buy a few items from you, and can I come morning 8 o'clock? I said, fine, come in. So I came in. So that's what I work on based on appointments, because I work around with the people, and I'm not sitting here wasting my time.
Yeah.
I'm here only 4 hours a day, so that I do all my online jobs and ship them out. If someone says that I want to come around 4 o'clock, I come back and give them access to the place. They have a look at it. They make a decision. So that's how people come from various places. They come here and they buy items and they go. The reason why I'm spending extra time to accommodate all these things is they are my marketing. You know? So that is my way of marketing. So when they see that I'm putting that extra effort to come on a Sunday morning or a Saturday night to accommodate them because they are passing by Brisbane, they want to step in and pick few items. But when they go back, they are going to send me 10 more people.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, you smart.
That's the best way. I am not spending any money. I'm only spending few extra time. You know. And so at the same time, when I'm not here all the time, I can spend my time with my family.
Yeah.
So I'm balancing my life based on my business, my family life, as well as my customers. All works around the thing. So a small business should be, that's how it should be. So a society is built upon on the principles of small business is a society very happy.
Yeah.
You know. So we don't need a big businesses where they are more related to sell and everything dumping on this. The more and more we consume, it's actually someone else is deprived of, isn't it? You know. So because so much only the manufacturing is happening. You know, if someone is if everything is going to one place and someone else is not going to get it, if they have to get it, they have to pay more money to get it. So it's less the consumerism, the better for everyone. People who don't have, they can get that items.
Yeah.
You know, even sometimes even we can see the same things in schools. In books are recycled.
Yeah, that's
You know, at the end of the year they say leave the books so we can give it to someone else, some other kids. So same concept. So it has to start from the beginning.
Yeah. That's awesome. I also want to know your journey with yoga. So you told me you started when you were very young. Take me through it. Was it love at first sight when you first touched yoga?
It wasn't an easy thing, especially when you are very young and when your grandfather tells that you have to do this one. You have to get up morning 4 o'clock.
Oh no.
Which is
So
not,
now you're an early bird?
Yes, I'm an early
wow.
bird. 4 o'clock I have to get up. And then he says that you have to do few things. You have to use neti pot to clean your nostrils.
Do you do it every day?
I used to do every day, but now I'm not doing any day because I use CPAP machine, so I don't want to use the neti pot. I used very recently until CPAP machine came into the things. So I used it. It was very, very good concept because it cleans up your nostrils and everything.
Yeah.
And very good concept.
Good for breathing.
Good for breathing, especially. And it's nothing but it's saline water.
Yeah.
So it's a very simple concept. There is no medication involved in this one. You prepare your own saline water, you just clean the nostrils. As we know, The saline actually removes all the unwanted bacterial things or even mucus or anything. It comes out, and your airways are clear, so you can clean. You can, and also cleaning your tongue with the tongue cleaner. So all these things we have to do early in the morning before we start Surya Namaskar. And then we have to wait for the sun god to come, then start doing the Surya Namaskar. And sometimes it was torturous.
It was.
Especially when you are a kid. But eventually it becomes monotonous. You start doing it on a regular basis. Then we have to do also morning bhajans.
What's bhajans?
Bhajan is a song praising the god.
Can you sing some for us?
So it is a very interesting concept because we used to do that on a regular basis. So even though sometimes we did not understand Sanskrit part of it, but still we have to just by heart that one and then sing through. And it was very interesting, but it gives us again understanding about responsibilities. When the exams came, school period, we know how to get up in the morning, we know how to study, and so it became, so these are all the preparations actually helps in our lifetime. It helps us right through the life. So we appreciated that one. But once you come into a 15, 16, 17-year-old, that's when you start rebelling against all these type of ideas. So when you go to universities and things like that, you get into concept like left ideas and socialism, all sorts of things creeps into you, and which also I was a victim of that. And I won't call that as a victimhood. I will say it's a learning curve. Learning curve. So we got into that one, but in that also we learned a lot of good things about it, like going and protesting for the wrong thing about the government's doing wrong things, like a hydroelectric project in a rainforest and places like that. So we grew up in that way. So that is the period of time for a few years. I did not practice yoga that much and meditation that much because I felt that was more like a traditional ideas instilled into the kids, and it's so that sort of things. But then when I reached a stage after my boys, then I realized, oh no, it does help me. It helped me a lot, so I'll try again. So I started again, and I wanted to pass on this message to my boys also. And so that helped me to enter into that lifestyle again. And at that point in time, I needed that very badly because we need health issues and things can creep in later. So I changed my lifestyle, I changed my dietary requirements and everything. And then within the matter of few years time, I became back to normal. I became a yogi. And I started doing things what I'm supposed to do. And my diet is very good and everything. Even my doctor said, what have you done? Your entire parameters have changed. Yes, and so a lot of things have changed after starting my yoga. Then I realized actually how much I missed out on this one. How much I missed out. But doesn't matter. Again, I got it back. And I need it very badly, especially as I'm getting older. So now I appreciate so much that I had a wisdom to be able to pick it up very quickly. So it's a really God sent gift for me to be able to pick up that things and restart again. Now I am very, very happy that it has done because my blood pressure has gone down and a lot of things settled down. My doctor is very happy that he said that you just continue doing what you're doing, and you don't need anything else. Just whatever the lifestyle you're leading, that's the best for you, know. And I'm very happy that I'm here at this point in time. And I can say this business is just not a business. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. I enjoy every minute of this business. Because it's a lifestyle business, And while it's paying all the bills, and I'm not sweating it out as much, and I'm just it's a day-to-day sort of things for me. It's like a almost retired life. I just come in, spend few hours here, and I practice morning yoga, and then spend time with my customers 3-4 hours, and then go back and then do my evening walk, and then go back and do the meditation in the night time before I go to bed. So my sleep pattern is fantastic. So I got a routine thing every day, which makes my life always busy. So
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like I don't have time, but I'm not feeling that it is draining me down either.
Yeah.
So it is a very good balance that I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So to maintain Yoga King only requires a few hours a day, or
Yeah,
is it quite a lot?
as I said, I don't really spend that much time on marketing or anything like that.
Yeah, which would
I
be the
only,
big one.
that's the major, in any business, that's the most important thing. And also finance wise, as I said, it's a more self-sufficient, and whatever I've got, that's what I do. You know, I don't borrow money to develop the business.
Yeah.
Whatever the money comes in, it rotates around. So finance is the most important part in any business. If we know how to manage the finance, then the most of the part is done in that business.
Yeah.
So it's a more, because most of the businesses, when they get money, they try to spend it on areas where it is, then they don't have cash flow to be able to manage stock and things like that.
Yeah.
So for me, very important thing is the stock. So if I can manage the stock, then I'll be able to, any given time, I should have enough stock to be able to meet the demand. The reason why I'm saying is, for instance, if I've got 10 products, if the customer wants 4 products out of it,
Yeah.
they are online based business, they have to pay only one shipping for all these 4 products. If I run out of one product, they have to buy 3 products from me and buy another one product from someone else.
Yeah.
So they end up buying for all the 4 products from someone else.
Yeah.
So what happens? I'm losing a customer. So stock control is very, very important in any business. This is the only important, because these customers are doing, they are just by a click away, they are making a decision.
Yeah.
So you don't even know who they are. So in the situation like that, you don't have any capacity to be able to convince them, oh, this stock is going to come in a week's time. I'll give
Yeah.
you. So the only way you can communicate with them is meet their demand.
Yeah.
So as long as they can get all the products what they want and any given time, then your business is surviving. So the stock control is, that's what I felt, that's the most important thing. So I try to manage stock all the time, most of the products, so that no one is missing out anything. In spite of that, if any color or anything is missing out, I always got spare covers and things like that in the same color.
Yeah.
So I swap the colors and send them across to them.
Yeah.
So that's the most important thing I felt in this business. Stock control is very important in my business. So that consumes a lot of finance as well when you're
Yeah.
managing a stock, and it consumes a lot of finance. But marketing, as I said, no, customers can do your marketing.
Yeah.
You let them do.
Yeah.
So, and I don't go out and do a lot of specials on the customers,
Yeah.
but I do have specials for teachers.
That's good.
What it means is, each and every teacher have got a special code from us, our discount code, and suited for their business, and they can distribute that code to their students and their friends and families to be able to buy products from us. So that is a secondary, another channel of business that
Yeah.
we try to do. The reason is, teachers are the most important thing in yoga. Even today, a lot of, yes, they are the guru. So the students go to the teachers regularly, and if they are happy with the teachers, they'll continue going on. If they are not going, then the teacher is not going to survive either. So
Yeah.
it's very important. So that's why we catered that particular special marketing facilities for the teachers and some of the studios as well.
Yeah.
So we don't go out and outclass all those things with our own specials. So we give that priority to the teachers and the studios.
Yeah.
So that is where our marketing is.
Yeah. And would you say that most of your customers are more online or more in person? Would it be like 80-20 or?
We can probably say 80-20. The reason is, a lot of our customers, online customers, retail customers are, for us, retail portion of the business is a very small portion, as I said. And most of it comes through the teachers and studios, which
Yeah.
is more like on a regular basis, ongoing business. So they keep coming back and buying products from us regularly. Studios, they are happy, so they keep coming back and buying products
Yeah.
from us. And a lot of new studios keep coming because they have seen the product somewhere else. And lot
Yeah.
of yes, that's true. And also the online business also, most of the times they have seen our products in the studio where they go to, or the teacher where they go and practice, and they've seen our products, so they are happy with the products, so they buy online as well.
Yeah.
So that's
Your marketing.
that is my marketing. That is my marketing. Yes, and but still, financially talking, my 80% of the business comes through the known sources. That is from the teachers and the studios.
Yeah.
That is my 80%. The 20% comes from the retailers, which I don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
But they come from anywhere, any part of the world.
Yeah.
So, but there are some teachers from New Zealand and places like that. Some big studios from Hong Kong, Singapore, and China. They also regularly buy from us.
Yeah.
Sometimes we send them in a container load back to them.
Yeah.
So it is a very, very good. Of course, when they buy in a large scale, they do get a special discount, which is understandable because that's how the business works. And but they are happy. They keep coming back, But COVID did make a lot of difference in that area because it disrupted the entire interstate businesses, country businesses as well. But it will take some time for us to get back to there. We started a little bit on an international scale.
Wow.
Yeah, we started a certain amount of international scale, but the pre-COVID level reaching there, in my opinion, it could take another 2 years.
Yeah.
Because a lot of countries are experiencing bit of a recessionary effects in the financially, so they are not back to the same level what they were pre-COVID. So, but my understanding is in a couple of years' time, things will change and they'll come back. But at the moment, we are still doing good and we are very happy because in Australia we have grown much bigger now since COVID. During COVID period also we had a huge amount of bumper sales. It's all done online. We didn't do any marketing. So people are aware of us, but it's just a matter of time when they want our products.
Yeah.
So it's just when they need it, they will come back to us.
Yeah.
So I strongly believe in my products.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I want to know, at the very beginning, did you just start selling with one product? Is that how the business started? What did you start with?
We started with the bolster. Bolster is
really?
amazing. Yeah, because
I thought you would do mat.
no mats. There are a lot of mats out there.
That is
There are
true.
lots of companies sell mats. There are companies who sell mats alone.
Yeah.
And in fact, to be honest, in India, mats are used in a different way.
Oh,
Yes,
tell me.
in the olden days, we used to have a type of a towel as a headgear. We tie them on the head, and that's exactly what they pull out and drop them in the ground, and then use them as a towel.
Wow, so no fancy mat.
No fancy mats, really. That is how yoga is done in the olden days. So the mats what we see today is a concept of the Western concept.
Yeah.
And the reason why the mats are used those days is just the energy level from the ground to the body to cut off that one. That's what they use the mats. 99% of the time, it is nothing but just a plain, simple cotton towel. Just a simple cotton towel. That's what they used.
Won't you slip?
No, usually they used it on a floor outside in the ground.
Oh, okay.
You see, that's how they did the yoga because we didn't have posh things those days. So even today, if you go into villages, that's exactly what they do. Even so, I can say there is a cotton towel there.
Yeah.
That's a cotton mat. That's what we use. But I tell the customers not to use in Australia. The only reason is because it's a cotton, they're slippery.
Yeah.
So in a polished floor and tiled floors, it's no good at all.
Yeah.
So I tell them it's perfectly all right if you are using it on a grass, in a lawn, or in the beach. It's perfectly all right.
Yeah.
But so that's exactly what we used to use in olden days, because we didn't have polished floors in India, and we didn't have tiled floors the olden days. But that's the reason I didn't bother too much about mat, because that was not in my head at all. My major thing is about props like bolts. People are not able to reach certain things. They need some support. So that's the most important thing. And India always very good in cushion manufacturing in areas like that. So we started off with a cushion, and as we grew, we started introducing mats and blocks and all other items. We had books initially.
Yeah, you have everything here.
Yes, we had a lot of books actually. A lot of teacher. I mean, some of these books are from India itself. Some of the gurus, authentic. Yes, they were. Some of them were, but today most of them are catered for the Western audience.
Yeah.
So it is done in English, as well as it is done the way mean they receive the message.
Yeah.
You know, so that we started on a very small scale. We didn't even import in a container initially. It was only few boxes in a LCL, and then slowly it started improving as it went by, and then it went into a storage king. And at one stage, because the house was outgrown, then it went to storage king, and then from storage king it came to the warehouse.
Yeah.
So that's the evolutionary growth, organic growth we have come here. So I'm not sure from here where it goes to, but if I find
a bigger warehouse,
maybe I'm not sure, because my lifetime I think it's going to stay here as long as it can. So, but eventually there will be someone who may be interested in adopting this business, and that point in time, it can, whatever they wanted to grow the business, they can do it. You know, but I am comfortable the way things are going at this stage. So I wanted to keep it the way it is at the moment, because my customers are very happy the way it is. That's the most important thing for me. My customers are very happy the way it is, because mean if I start doing anything more, then the prices have to go up, and that's going to hit the bottom line as well. So most of the times it's better for us to, when things are working, just leave it as it is, as long as it can go.
Yeah, that's cool. And I'm kind of like curious about the growth. So how long did it take to sort of introduce a new product? Was it like you sold bolsters for like 3 years and then you started introducing mats? Or?
Most of our products have grown in the past 8 to 9 years time after we moved into the warehouse. Because we had facilities to be able to get a lot of products and have them here. And before that, we didn't have that much storage place. So we had very limited, only the cushions and things like that we had. We didn't have mats. Then slowly we started introducing mats, and we made quite a few blunders in colors.
What were the colors that no one wanted?
We had an orange color.
What's wrong with orange? Was it very bright orange?
Very bright orange. And we had a bright pink color. But to be honest, there were quite a few teachers very much interested in this.
They love it.
Yes, they love it.
But you can't buy that anywhere else.
Nowhere else, that's true. But once we you know, when we are getting any of these products, especially manufactured products, something, you need to get a minimum quantity. Because otherwise you may not be able to get it in a cost-effective manner. So when you get a quantity, obviously, if it is not the right color or right product, then you end up having a product which you can't sell. So that's what. So, but product-wise, we were very careful what we wanted. We didn't have any problem in product-wise. Only in the color area we made a few mistakes. but eventually that also got sold out. It took 4 or 5 years, some of the colors. But we sold all those things, and it was fantastic. And
so no more bright orange, bright pink?
No, we don't. We don't have. I mean, they are very good. They are very good for marketing purposes, because some of the times event companies wanted them. But the only problem is we don't know when they want them.
Yeah, it's like a seasonal trendy.
So they may need them sometimes 300 pieces of mats in particular color. So, but I can't be holding that. That's the reason we got those things. Then we realized they are only a small portion of my business. The event companies are a very small portion of my business. So I decided I'll concentrate on mainstream, and if the event companies wanted it, and we can always get them in with a time frame of 3 months and sort of things. So that's the reason we are very hesitant in getting colors that we thought it may not go very well. You know, so we are sticking to our traditional colors. I've got my own colors which is most important, is olive green colors, navy blue, and burgundy color. They are the most important selling colors, and the purple also we sell quite a bit, and that's our traditional colors. But then we introduced black because
Yeah,
black has become a new neutral. That's what I am told.
Yes.
In yoga, we never used black before.
Oh.
Yes, in yoga we never use black.
Okay.
So we assumed the black attracts the heat, and black attracts things. In India, we had this concept that black is not a good color, so we never used. If you look at it, most of the time we always used white or a yellow color.
Yeah.
So it's light colors actually reflects it back.
Yeah.
So
okay.
So it is we perceived that as a thing, but here studios, they prefer black because it's easy for them to manage, clean and things like that. So we introduced black only in the past 6 years. We didn't have them before. Just before COVID, maybe couple of years before COVID, we started introducing black in our range. So but today our major seller is black.
Yeah.
The major seller is black. So almost 50% of my sales is in black color, because black goes very quick. But I mean, I have no choice but to just listen to the customers. Exactly, that's what we do. But most of the traditional yoga teachers, even today, they buy them green color, they buy purple color, or they may buy burgundy color. So they are the three major colors traditional yoga teachers buy.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of people wanted yellow colors, but again, we did have them yellow before, but it's not a fast moving item.
Yeah.
And the main reason is because it gets dirty very quickly, and it's so
people are lazy
to cleaning up and things like that. So we stopped that one, the colors. So that's the colors we have stabilized at the moment.
Yeah.
So products we have stabilized at the moment. And very recently we introduced one more new item which never existed in yoga before, called yoga chakra, yoga wheel.
Oh,
yes, yeah.
Very cool.
So, but I didn't see any reason why we needed the product, but some company introduced this particular wheel, because we always had yoga chair.
Yeah.
Yoga chair does exactly the same. You know, you can use yoga chair to do all your asanas and sort of things. So yoga wheel was not really a necessity, but all of a sudden there was a big marketing campaign went through for yoga wheel. So we were asked for yoga wheel several times by the studios, as well as some teachers and new students and things like that. So we introduced yoga wheel, and but that craze is gone now. Now yoga wheel, no one is buying it. So luckily I also slowed down a bit, so I don't have that much stock. So I got very limited stock at the moment, which will eventually go.
Come by if you want yoga wheel.
That's true. Yoga wheel is another area. But that's a new introduction. So as I said, no, yoga is an evolutionary area. We never know what is coming around. So there's always. No, I've also seen people talking about bear yoga and this yoga, that yoga.
Yeah.
You know. So I mean, look, that is about the yoga. I mean, it's a cultural change. So nothing we can do about it. But one thing I can honestly tell you, alcohol is not going to help your yoga. You know, it's not going to help your yoga at all.
Yeah. It might loosen people up.
Loosen people up.
Entice them, pull them in first.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, because whenever you do exercise, you don't need to have alcohol in your body, because it's not going to help you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you need a lot of water, not alcohol.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and Sairam, tell me more about what kind of yoga do you do? Are you doing the 108 Surya Namaskar in the morning?
Look, no, I don't do 108 Namaskar. I do have a Surya Namaskar, which is my traditional pattern, which I learned a long time ago, and which incorporates.
So it's different to modern day Surya Namaskar?
Yes, it is slightly different. It's slightly different. But still it has got, modern days one also has got most of it there.
Okay.
And it depends again what you want to do. But it's Surya Namaskar itself is a vinyasa based.
Yeah.
So it's a flow. So you start in one particular thing, asana, and it goes around, comes back to the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like a sun thing. It's a goes one side and comes back to the. So you follow that flow and come back, and it has got a message in it. The way you do that sequence is very important. So it goes a thing, and I can honestly tell you, morning when you do that in the early morning, and the day is very good for you. No, you feel no. It's all about your blood circulation in your body. That's what it's all about. There is no religion involved in yoga. Another one thing I wanted to tell people. No, yoga have absolutely nothing to do with religion. Yoga is all about a personal development, one's own. If you look after yourself, you look after your nearby people, and you look after the environment, and everyone is going to be happy. That's all it's about, the message about yoga. Absolutely, there is no God involved in this one. Absolutely no God involved in this one. Even though we say Krishna Bhagavan, and but even though look, a lot of these things are message to you. These stories have got message. You pick those messages from the story and introduce that into your life. That's all it's about, no? And most of the times we get confused. Oh, no, in the Bible, this is there. So much message in Bible too, and it's all written there for people to be able to pick the good ones and use it for their own good, So there is absolutely no God involved in this one. To be honest, I don't know when I went to temple last.
That's funny.
It's true, because people get confused, when you go to a temple, God and the idol is there, the stone structure is there. But actually, people don't realize these temples were actually built in olden days for meditational purposes. I remember very well even today, my father, when he was very old, until his last breath, he cycled 45 minutes to go to a Anumar temple. Anumar is a temple, I'm not sure whether you have seen him. There was a book here. It's like a monkey god. To be very simplify the thing is monkey god. So Hanuman means it is the first person. That's how the human beings came through as a monkey. So he used to go there, and he used to sit there for an hour just in a very quiet atmosphere, and while the priest is doing all his bhajan and his prayers and everything, all he takes is the atmosphere. He just grasps all those that environment, that atmosphere into himself, and he walks out after an hour.
Feels good.
Fresh. Is fresh. That's what the temple is meant for. The temple is not meant to go and pour milk and ghee. And there are a lot of kids out there, they don't have food to eat. So what we do in that respect, it is wrong. That is not what it is all about. Temple. Temple is actually a place for you. It's a refuge. It's a place of refuge. You go there and seek out the calmness in you. That is what it is. That is not a place for you to make noise. That is not a place for you to sing Bollywood songs. That's not the place for you to rejoice. Jump up and down. That's not the place. That's a place for you to seek out quietness, calmness, and get that atmosphere into yourself before you walk into your day, so that you can appreciate everything else. So that's how my father used to do, and I wish I can do that. That's exactly what I do, but I don't go to temple. I sit at home and do it. That's what I do in the morning, 4 o'clock when I get up.
So early.
It helps very good. I can honestly tell you, after your yoga, you just listen to the nice calm music, and it gives you that serenity into you, and you walk out, and the day is good for you.
Wow, that's awesome.
So it doesn't matter what other people say about anything, but still you don't feel anything bad about it. The reason is
keep it simple.
Keep it simple. As you are happy, doesn't make what other people say. Doesn't make any difference to you. That's how that mindset to come in. You need to prepare yourself in the morning. Once you put that mindset into your head, then no one is going to disturb you. No matter even an angry customer walks in, you know how to receive them.
Yeah.
You know, that's the important thing. Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, I do have one more final question
Sure,
for you, Sairam.
sure.
Yeah, it's the deep one. What do you think the meaning of life is for you?
Meaning of life for me is live as good as possible in a way that no harm to anyone. Don't mean it is not your action, it is also your thinking. Thinking is most important. No? If you think ill thinking, that itself you have done a damage to someone. So your thinking, keep it as simple as possible. You know, if you start aspiring too bigger than what you can,
Yeah.
that's when everything goes wrong. So then your frustration sets in, and then you start harming other people to fulfill your egos and things like that. So keep away all those things, ego and everything. Just think simple, live within your means, and try to be as helpful as possible to the people who may need help. You know, you don't have to go out there and offering help to everyone, but if someone needs it, if they approach you, try to do as best as you can.
Yeah.
You know, and if you are happy in your life, and that's all matters to you. Happiness is the most important thing. Happiness comes out of your own way, how you want it to perceive.
Yeah.
You know.
That's awesome. Well, Sairam, I loved
Thank you.
chatting to you,
Thank
hearing
you.
your story, and
Thank you, Karen.
hearing
Thanks
how
for having me.
yoga has been so different from how you first started and the
Yes,
development of Yoga King.
that's true. Yoga
So,
King, yeah. And yoga is going to go for a long time, and it may change. Maybe liking of mine or liking of not mine,
Yeah.
but it's not. I mean, I'm just
Here to stay.
yeah. That's true. I'm here to stay, and whatever people want to do it, at some stage they will realize what it's all about.
Yeah.
So that's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you. Thanks for
Thank
giving
you.
me an opportunity to do this one, to
Yeah.
share my experience with your clients. Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Want to say bye?
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.